law enforcement go first with any stats. Yep. Okay. Is somebody going to give the updates? I know that you guys. Hi, Lieutenant Giggles. Yes, I don't have one, but you want to talk about it?
I'm going to go ahead and introduce all of us. I am actually the Ops Lieutenant, Tanya Giggles, our Captain, Nicole Palomino, our Risk Management Lieutenant, Jesse Cabadas, our Ops Sergeant, Israel Becerra, and our deputies. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm John Lupins, Henry Lopez.
Aaron Dominguez.
This is my community response units, and this is my no-call car, meaning they are not handling calls for service, but they are responsive to quality of life issues for the community. You want to come up and brief on the crime trends for Wiseburn?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and brief the crime. Homicides this year compared to last year, 0-0. Rapes, 0-0. Aggravated assaults, we've had 0 last year and 1 this year, year to date. Burglaries, 0 in 2024, and 2025 we have 2. Arsons, 0-0. Larceny thefts, we've had 1 vehicle burglary. Grand theft zeros. Petty thefts 2, which is including package thefts, Amazon's, UPS. Grand theft automobiles would be 2018 Nissan Sentra. Vehicle was recovered. Recovery rate is 100%. Grand theft automobiles decreased by 40%. And those are our crime stats.
As you can see, Wiseburn is doing really good with our crime stats. With that being said, what are some of the concerns from the community? Yes, ma'am. The homeless?
They're at least once every 2 or 3 days, they're watching to see if they can get on my property.
La Cienega or which area?
La Cienega, 129, right on the curb.
On foot or in a vehicle?
Foot.
On foot. Do you have a description?
There's an older lady that's real skinny. She's done it probably the last 3 weeks several times. And she starts to head onto my property. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you there?
Yeah.
Luckily, I was home.
And what's the cross on La Cienega for you?
Right at where it bends to 129.
Okay,
It's the 2 orange houses right there.
okay.
The house in the ADU.
We'll take a look. Thank you.
Do you see them coming off the freeway, such as encampments, or do you see anything where there's like a signs of life, of anywhere of like a homeless type of like
That
residency?
lady is kind of wandering the neighborhood.
Okay.
We get a lot of them that I yelled at the Caltrans folks because they weren't locking the gate.
Yeah.
So then they get mad because we lock it so that they don't cut through. And then they have to get the cutters to cut our lock. But it's like, then lock the damn lock. You know, don't leave it open so it's a cut through for the homeless that are sitting there panhandling.
It's basically if I can't really get homeless, I can't.
Yeah. Well, we can see if we can send the host team out there too to get resources.
As long as if I have to have 5 or more,
About 5 or more?
that's what I was.
Okay. We'll be over there to check it out. Thank you.
Yeah, mostly early in the morning, especially on trash days. They're taking the recycling out of the can.
When you say early, are we talking middle of the night or like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning?
Like 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning? Okay. Thank you.
Monday. Yeah, so like 5, 6 in the morning, as I'm going to the gym or when I get back before I'm headed to work. That's when they're going through our trash and wandering onto our property and stuff.
Yes, sir?
Bars have any closing hours?
The bars?
Bars.
Bars are you typically closed by 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Typical.
You aware of the one on Inglewood Avenue at 137 called the Coaches?
It's on the east side. That's Hawthorne PD.
Well, what's the problem? What's the issue? Seems like it's open 24/7. I mean, there's people staggering out of there. When we walk at 7 o'clock in the morning, they're like staggering out. Hey, ah!
Do you,
Which is also typical of the Brady says outdoor dining that they approve, and that goes until 2 in the morning. There's no restriction on that outdoor, so they have pump down music, brought in music, sports, games, until 2 in the morning. So they're gonna open at 6 then.
Are you saying that Hawthorne has no restrictions on, no noise restrictions or?
It seems that, from my experience, their response to handling that is downplayed significantly. I've had arguments with their officers on scene. I had one officer tell me I don't have to do anything because my sergeant said.
So,
That's some of the stuff we run into with that. I don't know what that is exactly, why it's that way. Usually they're very responsive to things, so I don't know the backstory to it. And as far as I know, that's the greatest is the only bar that has an outdoor patio that's adjacent directly within feet of residential area.
so if it's okay with you, I'm gonna reach out to the Hawthorne Police Chief, if that's fine with you, okay? You got it.
I explained it to the dispatcher once when I called. I go, this happens every night, and we have to live with this every night. And we only call when it's bad. So it's kind of like domestic violence, right? And when it gets really bad, I'll call. But it happens all the time.
Right.
Because of the negative response you get, or the unprofessional demeanor of the officer. Because it sounded like he was chewing on an In-N-Out burger talking to me on the phone
Yeah.
at the same time, right?
I'll reach out to the police chief and I'll get some additional information from you before I call. Thank you. From both, yes. Any other questions or concerns?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm on the roll. The church on 134, the food distribution.
Oh.
Is there an update or anything going on with that?
Tanya, anything? You remember the church, the issue with the food distribution?
That would be the least. Did you have any update on that?
Sanchez.
Sanchez? We'll follow up, back up with you. Our other deputy from the team who's not here does have that information. Do me a favor, give him a call so we can let Tim know before we leave?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get some additional information for you on that. Is it still going on?
I don't go by that often.
Okay,
It looks like there's still stuff
okay.
that's on the inside of the fence, so it's still going on. I don't know about the traffic lineup. I would assume that still happens because they're still distributing the food. So I don't know.
I know there wasn't much we could do about it. As far as traffic, we can always send units out there and try to enforce the traffic or try to get CHP involved. We did actually, Sergeant Mayorga actually did do a walkthrough, and there were no violations. We were trying to get the health department involved to see if they were violating any health laws.
Well, if I can help, it should be, I would assume, I don't know, it should be a code issue as well. Because before you can have an event, I would imagine you have to be permitted for these large events, especially if it impacts the community and traffic. And since they are impacting and they're occupying the roadway to facilitate their event, you need to have permits for that. I believe.
I believe if it's over a certain number of attendees, yes, you do.
But the problem is they're not attendees, they're actually just kind of grabbing the food and going, so that was the issue that we couldn't really enforce. The concerns were that they were blocking the driveways, so when we,
You can't enforce it, but can code, is there another entity that can hold them to doing it correctly? And if their facility can't handle what they're doing,
Right.
then they shouldn't be allowed to do it. I have no problem with what they're doing, it's a church, correct, but if you're gonna attract so many people, I think they should do it elsewhere, only because why should that community be impacted? When somebody has to go to work, somebody has to get to the hospital, somebody
Right.
wants to just leave the driveway to go to the grocery store,
Right.
and they can't leave.
so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the health department involved to see if they were violating any health code
That
violations.
has nothing to do with the traffic, though.
No, so the traffic, like I said, you guys can call us, and what we can do is we can try to
I've been
enforce
trying for
traffic.
6 months with you people with the
However,
traffic.
the issue is, it would be CHP, I mean, we could send units out there if they're blocking driveways, but the traffic portion of it, we were trying to get CHP involved. I don't know if you guys know, but Blaze is back out here, which you're probably familiar with. Yeah, so we're trying to get him involved with us to try to enforce that.
But it's been,
Did you place calls for service for it and we didn't come out?
I've had to call parking enforcement out twice so I could get out of my driveway.
I think I spoke with you, right? Did I speak with you?
Well, if you're at the desk, you
Well-
probably did.
Well, no, Lieutenant Giggles, I think I
Oh, yeah,
spoke with you and I would
Lieutenant
send a call, yeah, I
Oh,
think I
yeah.
sent cars out at least 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
to address the issue that you had, you know.
Well, you know, the last couple times, it's changed, and I don't know why, but, like last week, they started on 9:30, which is earlier. But, there was a line of cars, and then all of a sudden, they disappeared, and there were just a few cars up by the church. And the week before that, there was just a few cars up by the church, so I don't know what changed, but I didn't see that long line. 'Cause I leave there about 10, well, I left there at 10:30, you guys leave about 10:15, you got it on the driveway.
So let me get with Blaze from CHP to see if he can maybe help us with that traffic issue and see if there's something that they can do or help us somehow with that traffic issue.
Well, I would think in 6 months you would have done something.
We have reached out to him, but obviously, you know, there's a new officer in this area, so I know he's a little bit more proactive, so we'll try to see if we can help us.
It was every week, and they go down 134th place, around the corner of La Cienega, and up 135th. That's a lot of cars.
No, right. No, I agree.
And just remember too, you don't have to be reliant on getting a hold of parking enforcement. You can call dispatch and place a regular call for service and have a deputy dispatched, even if it's a parking issue.
Well, I called dispatch, and they gave me parking enforcement a couple times.
What I'll do is I just got code enforcement's number. I just got to contact through health for code enforcement. And I'm gonna see if they can do something. I'll try to contact code enforcement tomorrow about this topic and see what they can do. Because it's like we said, other than that, maybe the food or the pallets of food, do something along that. If code enforcement can do something, and then I've reached out to health and safety, they're just as busy as we are. They're working 6 days a week, and they're doing day shift, and then all the night shift, they're working pretty much, they do their 6 to 2, and then from 2 to 10, they're doing vending with illegal street vending. And it's not just, they go everywhere. Health and safety, they go anywhere from the northern part of Lancaster all the way to LA County. And they actually also do LAPD. They don't just handle LA County. So if LAPD needs them, like the Valley Division, when he was telling me, he's like, I tried to book more operations with him this previous month, and he's like, dude, I can't wait. I have to wait 2 months till I get you, because he's booked up 2 months in advance. Once again, I'll reach out to him to see if he has another team or some other conversion that's gonna go to churches or something else that they can do and that they can do. I'll also put them code enforcement, because I know both of them, and see what they can go from there.
You know, the people that park on the south side of the street, they can't go anywhere, because that's where the line is right next to their cars, so they can't even get out. They can't get away from the curb. And there's a lot of people, I've had my neighbors honk at them so they can get out of their driveway. And this has been going on a long time. And I saw a couple of differences the last couple of weeks, but 6 months is an awful long time. And
Right.
that's unacceptable.
No, you're absolutely right, yeah. Well, I mean, we're trying, like I said, he actually did email, I don't know if you remember that, but he actually did email the health department to see what they can do to assist us.
Well, the health department's a different
Right, I
problem.
understand that, but
I'm
just to
talking
kind
about
of
traffic.
see if we can get other resources to help us to see exactly how we can rectify the issue.
And then traffic, obviously it's CHP handled. We can't just demolish the houses and then build a bigger street too. It's a traffic issue, which ultimately comes down to CHP.
But we will work with Blaze to see if he can help us, because like I said, he's way more proactive, he's a way more proactive CHP officer that's in the area, so let's see what he can do to help us.
Well, I hope the next time we have a meeting, something has been done, because it's been too long, way
Right.
too long.
And maybe we can also get him to come to the next meeting, and maybe he might have some other solutions for us.
If anybody can do something about this, Blaze will find a way.
That's why I said maybe we'll have some other solutions, and I know he will, that's
He's
why.
not new, he has been here for years, we've been with him for over 15.
He just
Then
came
left
back.
for a little bit, he
Yes,
came back,
so
so he's
he's
not,
back.
just so he knows, it's not new.
Oh, right.
I think you're correct on attacking it from different angles.
Well, that's-
Because it involves different entities that need to go there
Yes.
and fix it.
And that's what we're trying to
Traffic
do.
is one of them, and keeping traffic, there are things you can do.
Right.
Well, and again, if the health department comes out and we're able to stop it on that end, then we're not gonna have the traffic. And also, the issue that you brought to my attention last week, he double checked on the limo and it wasn't there anymore. So, Blaze, there you go. There you go, proactive Blaze.
This is awesome, so we're actually gonna use him as a resource. Hopefully, we can try to address this issue with, the
You
traffic.
got Blaze.
Yeah. Because he did go away, and now he's back.
You said he has your information?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And just so you know, we'll have an update coming up. There was, as recent as 3 weeks ago, we had a walkthrough on a Thursday with the Department of Public Health. Not related to that particular project, but it was on a Thursday morning, so we have pictures for the Department of Public Health with the lines explaining that after the food gets disseminated, right, given to people, the leftovers just left on the side, right, for people to come and pick and choose, which is definitely a code violation, right, from public health.
Yeah, sometimes there's
100%.
a lot of food at that corner, just sitting in boxes.
Yeah, yeah. So attacking it from several angles and from several agencies. So we'll have an update, at least that you ladies saw that, right, on that Thursday morning as well. And we'll talk about that. So, and then hopefully next time we'll have a better update in terms of
I hope
what
so.
angles we're attacking it from.
I hope so, thanks.
That's it. Any other questions for law enforcement?
Yes, sir.
I've got a question. You said that traffic is CHP's problem.
Correct.
Why?
Because anything in LA County area, which we patrol, we handle criminal aspects. That's a traffic issue, so a CHP handles all traffic, all TCs. I mean, we do the parking enforcement detail of it, but anything traffic related, it goes to CHP.
Okay.
That's actually good news, because they come really fast.
Yeah, they come really fast.
If it's blazed, it's even faster. Because he's blazing.
I'm the question guy. Since you guys brought up vending, there's been no change.
So
I'll let you speak on this one.
what vending problems are you having in your neighborhood?
Stationary street vending.
Stationary?
Oh, yeah.
So like taco stands, or what, are they on a cart?
And they're both, but they're stationary, they don't move. And then because of that, there's a new one that moved in on Inglewood in like 133 or something, that's setting up a cook shop and so forth.
Okay.
So,
I have,
which is what happens.
Day of the week and time of day? Every day?
I don't know if it's everything.
The one on 133rd and Inglewood is in the evenings,
Okay.
the fruit stand on 135th and
The one else is every day.
Every day?
all day.
Okay.
Religiously in El Segundo. They're out there,
El Segundo and what?
Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate?
stuff.
Okay. Check that one out.
Yeah, the bad thing about the one on 135th is the people that are buying from, they park right there on the corner, literally. You get up to that intersection, you cannot see anything coming.
so, I mean, I've been working with health and safety, like I said, for the past 3 months. I'm sorry, I didn't know about the problems here. I knew about carts, excuse me, the guys in the carts and the bikes, the fruit stands. That's what I've known about. Like, particular with health and safety, I've worked really hard with them in keeping Vermont, Lenox, and Inglewood, and then El Camino Village. I've been hitting them with fines, because the way that they work, I come up to you, they check. So pretty much most taco stands that are on a flat grill, let me rewind. So if you go, okay, anyone right now can get a business permit to sell on the street. Anyone. So you can get a business permit to sell on the street, and after you do that, you have to go through another step to sell food. And there has to be certain regulations. Most stands are not in the second regulation. So that's why health and safety will come out. And you can come out, I'll come out on a Thursday night, we'll hit them, take all their meat that we can, side them. Every site is like $4,000. So if they have 2 vehicles, it's $8,000. So pretty much if the track or the trailer and a van is attached, it's $8,000, $4,000. And if we come back again that night, it's a double ticket. Because we'll cut them down, we'll shut them down, and they come back. There's also a thing that it's like, after talking to health and safety, there's a whole like network with it. So they get followed from Boyle Heights, where their headquarters are, and they get followed. They're called followers, and they get followed, and then wherever neighborhood they're going to, they'll text like all these people. It's like I call it underground taco mafia. So they pay a tax to this taco group, and then they'll be like, hey, Lenox taco areas, blah, 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 blah. We have tacos guys come in, and we'll go there, and there'll be no taco stands. I'll literally do a we'll start at 5:30. I'll go in before I know what stands I want to hit at 5, and they'll be all up and running. By the time we leave the station and get there, they're gone. So we can't cite them, but health and safety and public safety has been coming with them. I will come back. I know I have an operation and I have one in April.
If you guys provide us with the locations, we can try to address those. So if you guys want to email us, like certain locations that you know, that are concerns, and then we'll try to address them. And I know you said 135th and Ocean Gate? So that's one.
And El Segundo.
Places have been there for a long time, except the guy who's
And I know sometimes they do go out and the carts are completely legal. Sometimes.
not for stationary, doesn't matter.
No, correct. But sometimes they do go out and the carts are, I'm sorry, yeah, they're in compliance. So,
But not stationary.
Stationary can be, but there has to be certain requirements for them to be like that.
correct.
I'm not health and safety, I don't know what it is. I know it deals with canopies, grills, and everything has to be a certain order. That's all I know.
If that's what it is, and that's new to me, because there was supposed to be zero stationary.
This is,
This thing was being written, it was supposed to be zero stationary.
this was relayed to me by health.
Not for you.
No, I got you.
I'm just talking, I'm not coming to you.
No, I
I'm
know.
just talking about. So that's some of the issue that goes on. And I've been preaching since probably, I know, you know, Nikki, how long I've been preaching that the design of this thing is built for failure. You say how hard health department's working, well, that's because it got built in for failure. That's why. If they're not 24/7, it's not gonna work. But guess who is? The sheriff's department is. But you have no means to do enforcement because it wasn't written in the new code. I've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it to everybody at every step that you, as the sheriff's department, need to have an enforcement tool because you're out there. You're seen out there. So you can go out there and issue an administrative ticket and put it in the system. That goes to the health department and they have something they can do with it. Greatest system, it works. It's already been proven to work in other cities. Why that wasn't done is suspect, right?
No, 100%.
It used to be that way.
So what I hear you saying is you have to wait for the health department, then you come out and enforce it. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, because we talked to health and safety, right? Because we were having problems with certain stands.
Absolutely.
And like I said, when we get there, they're on the run.
No, but I get it.
And then, so we asked him, we're like, hey, can we cite them? Is there a code that we can use to cite them? And he goes, oh, no, unfortunately, I have to be here to cite them.
There you
So
go.
it's exactly what you said.
There you go. And the old system, it was built in where you could go out, you look for like a registration tag on the cart. If there wasn't a tag on it, you cited them. Period. That was it.
When I was in patrol, we used to cite by ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So now you guys go out, you're in uniform, you have the big pretty car out there. The person or people that call about it see you guys go out and leave and nothing's done. Guess who has mud on their face? Not the health department.
Yeah.
You guys do. It's just, so anyway, that's my mantra, maybe you've heard it a lot of times, has nothing to do with you up there, I'm just making it up.
Well,
When you say stationary, is it a cart with no wheels on it? No, stationary means they don't move. They're not
Yeah.
You're not
They
moving.
set up in one place and then they're stay all day.
You can get a car that stays right there and never moves.
So like a 135th.
Yeah.
and then another thing is, from talking to them, I'm trying to be like, hey, you guys want this problem to end? We already know what you guys need to do. One, we need to take the grills. So that's something they want, the health safety wants to, but they have the board of supervisors. And that's what I'm telling you guys right now. If you guys can get to the, like, I know you got all your connections, hit them up, and then the main guy for health and safety, and hit them up and start annoying them about it, so something can get done.
Look, and I understand, I've done this since they said nothing could be done. And what did they work on to begin with? How to populate the vending first.
Yeah.
They didn't work on enforcement for several years. They didn't work on the code for several years. So, but I understand and I appreciate that, you're absolutely right. That's why I'm here and I'm talking about it now. So everyone knows.
I agree.
Thank you, though. I appreciate your effort. I do.
We're still going to go out to your locations that you gave us. Check it out.
Any other questions for us?
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. So we have several things to go through. Third, is county updates by Second District Supervisor's Office, Ara An. And Ara will do me the favor of introducing our partners from Step by Step afterwards. Come on up, Ara.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ara An, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm Field Deputy from Supervisor Holly Mitchell's office, and I'm so happy to be here today. I have a couple updates I wanted to share. And so for today, I brought this flyer, and I'm gonna pass it around so all of you can have it. So at the county, County of LA Fire Department Lifeguard Division is having a junior lifeguard preparation program. And as I work in this field, I learn more and more that many people do not know how to swim. And we have beaches near the coastal area and what have you, and swimming is such an important lesson, and you especially want to teach to younger people, right? So I wanted to share that this is happening at Alondra Park. If not your family, people that you know who are age 9 to 17, it's going to be a great opportunity to learn to swim and prepare to protect others and whatnot. This will be from April 15th to May 1st. It's going to be free 3-week program. It's going to be twice per week, and it's going to be either 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So I'm going to pass this around, so feel free to share. And I have a few more updates. So first, I'm going to open my notes. Okay, so our office, we have been having annual event called Juneteenth. And this year, we will have it on Friday, the 13th of June, and we're gonna have it at Roy Campanella Park in Compton. And for some of you who have been there, we will have county departments, we will have many CBOs, nonprofit organizations, and what have you. So it will be a great opportunity to not only get resources, but meet with department staff too. And if you're interested in attending or learn more information, you can check the web link, and I'm going to read it right now. It's mitchell.laccounty.gov/Juneteenth-2025. And I'll send the information to Wiseburn Watch Leadership, so if you have any questions, feel free to check with them and you can get the link. And another information I wanted to share is, you know, we have many disasters that happen. I hope you and your loved ones are okay. I had to evacuate with my family from Altadena fire, and we're still dealing with the impact. But, you know, when it comes to preparation, emergency, this is something that all of us should be concerned about, right? We had a rain that was really strong, and people say a big earthquake could be coming, right? So as most of you live in an unincorporated area, LA County has a website where you can see tools and resources to prepare you for emergency. And the website is, I'm gonna call it and spell it out. It's ready.lacounty.gov. So it's ready.lacounty.gov. So please check it out. They have information on rain, you know, firestorm, even getting sandbags on rainy seasons. They have all these information that can help you. And most importantly, they have emergency alert tools that can be helpful. So yeah, disaster is no fun, but I hope everyone stay safe. And yeah, those are the main updates I have for today, but I'll be in the back. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this flyer, and for DP.
Leave them in the back.
Leave in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick it up on the way out.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. And do you want to introduce them? Yeah, okay.
Take a minute and I'll let the ladies introduce themselves.
Okay, thank you.
Maritza Rosas and Mayra Paredes? Rivero, from the Step by Step program. And they are the county agency that's working with public health. And they'll talk about what the Step by Step program, how to create healthier communities by safe pedestrian walkways. Good thing that we don't have the projector working. They didn't bring any projection materials, but I'll let them introduce themselves. Go ahead, ladies.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Mayra Rivero. Romero. I'm the Community Organizer Supervisor for SBCC. We are a community-based organization. We basically provide services in LA County, and right now we have a partnership with Department of Public Health through the Step-by-Step, who Marita is oversee the program, and she's gonna just to give you more information about the great work that she's doing, and thank you guys to be part of this too.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maritza Rosas. I've been in the community doing door-to-door activities, so if you've seen my flyers, great. We had the honor of partnering with Wiseburn Neighborhood Watch, and a couple of folks did attend at our walking activity, where we were able to see any pedestrian barriers that we can face on our day-to-day basis, right? What kind of initiatives do you guys want to see in your community, whether that's more street lights, greenery, repairments of potholes, or whatever barrier you face when you walk? We want your feedback. And so in this flyer that I'm gonna pass around, there are surveys, English and Spanish, please promote it. Question number 19 is the most important one, because it's asking you to be super specific on which intersections, you might feel perhaps not scared or crossing the street or of alert. And so I invite you to do that. And we are having a third meeting next Wednesday from 5:30 to 7 at Azucanela. Not sure if you know where it is, but it's the churro spot on Inglewood Avenue. So please feel free to come. There's going to be some discounts provided. It's going to be a really great opportunity to get together and really a conversation starter, right? Like, what do you think when you go walk, or what do you want to see, right? So I'll be giving out some flyers. If I run out, I'm so sorry, but I will. I think I already emailed Eddie, but I can email it again so he can push for the invitation. Yes. I'm like, I don't know who was first.
I just came from a Hawthorne Planning Commission meeting tonight that didn't happen,
Okay.
and they said that there's a study being done where the Delaware and us, the way to get to each other is going across where the entrance to the freeway is.
Mm-hmm.
And that intersection there is pretty unsafe to walk, to get between Delaware and us. And the kids that go to Hawthorne High have to go that way.
Right.
The kids that are going to the Da Vinci Connect,
Right.
live in this area to get there, have to try and get across that. And I didn't know if you were participating in that study on behalf of the county, so that, because they did say the county was involved, they said Caltrans and the city of Hawthorne, and I wanted to make sure your program was involved, because having walked to work, that is dangerous as hell. That was
Right.
not good. And what I found out at the Media's Planning Commission statement today was that the study to put a hotel in and to put the drive-through Chipotle in, there's no requirement to look at the requirements for pedestrian traffic.
You know what, thank you for that, but definitely, next week on Wednesday, the Department of Public Health is a representative is gonna be there. Two representatives. So I think it's a really good question for them, because we need answers, right? We need answers. Yeah, that's great. And also the sheriff department, you guys need to be there too. Next Wednesday, you're part of the community, right? Of course.
You know, it's two county areas trying to connect.
Yeah,
to each other.
exactly. Yeah, I saw that. I know what exactly you are.
There used to be a lot of,
And there used to be like a back way that came around behind.
Yeah.
There used to be a pathway that the
I
kids
thought
used
there
to
was
walk
from
from
there,
there.
but right now it's all, you have to take your life in your hands as an adult, alone a kid, to cross that freeway entrance ramp or the freeway exit ramp. There's no other choice. There's
Right.
no light that says you can't cross while I'm walking across.
Right.
And now they want to add a hotel, they want to add a drive-through Chipotle, all in that corner area where the muffler shop was, right? The muffler shop is going to be the hotel. The Subway and Lights is going to be a Chipotle.
Oh, really?
Yes, and you're gonna call on your, use the app to order your food, and when it tells you you're appropriately ready for your food, you're gonna get in line. You think that line's not gonna happen before this? That's what they're planning, so you talk about pedestrian
Right. Yeah.
We're told tonight that the state does not require them to assess walking, pedestrian review.
Wow.
There is no pedestrian review as part of that activity.
Wow.
So although it's in the city of Hawthorne, that study right next to it, which has to do with the county and the city and all, you guys gotta be a part of it.
Right. I definitely agree. Being part of those conversations.
Del Air can't get that without being unsafe.
Right.
I'll send you guys
Thank
the flyer.
you.
And just so you know, your survey is on our website.
Oh,
Patrick
perfect.
manages our website, and it's on
That's
there.
right.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
We'll send another
Reminder.
reminder.
Thank
to,
you. I know you had another question.
I didn't get to go on the walk. Actually looked up you guys a long time. So I was one of the people that started to watch back in 2007.
Wow.
And I've several times taken up this issue once myself, and I gave up because it was ridiculous. You've been to the corner, right? You've been to our smush through the tunnel.
Right.
That's where we started.
Yeah.
Want to make sure, because we tried for a long time to fix that, and it's just impossible because of the city and this county. You've got to see that and go, oh my God, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good, because we've had bicycle accidents, and you had kids hit by forever, and there's no solution. I hope we find it. Because it's the most important, we're 14 streets. This is one. The biggest problem. On the Caltrans list of things to possibly change. So down at like number 18 or 19 for the area. Way down. It needs to be number one. Wouldn't you guys agree? As far as walking in our in Wiseburn.
Right.
In Wiseburn, that is the number one issue. It's impossible. It's frustrating for drivers, it's frustrating for people walking, so everybody's upset. It's so many accidents and over the years and it's we can never figure out how to make this work. So I really hope that you guys can do
Yeah. We are seeking a lot of input from the community, so a photo voice. So
You've seen it.
Yeah.
You saw it with your own eyes.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
What more do you want us to tell you?
Physical, concrete, like evidence, so we can compile that report. Pictures, yes. We send them over, but I do encourage you to attend the Wednesday meeting.
Did they not take it when you went on your walk? Did they not videotape and take
Yeah, we
pictures?
did.
Okay.
We took portions.
You have extra
I'm sure
pictures?
we can.
Yeah.
For years, we
Yeah.
find some video.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
But really, you would need that, and you can't just see it, it's, I mean, this
I know,
has
it's crazy.
never, I've lived here for 26 years this year. It's been like that since the day I came, and I know it's been like that since, you were here longer than me, longer than that, right? I've been here 38 years. Okay. Has it always been this way?
Oh my God.
It's gotten worse because our schools have grown, which
Right.
is wonderful. You know, we're not as little as we used to be, but,
Oh, I can imagine.
When I went to school here.
Oh, I can imagine.
okay, was it like that when you went to school here?
Well, thank you everyone for your input, your suggestions, and for the warm welcomes. And I do hope to see you there. It's going to be a great event. Just come on by, even if it's just for an hour that you want to stay. It's an hour and a half, but I encourage you to just attend and give your own input and get to know each other, because that's how we build the community. And, you know, if there's more push, we'll see those implementations, right? Once the Board of Supervisors take that into account. But I'll leave you with that, and if you need more flyers, I have a last one.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so if you want to, just to provide us with your information, your name and email, Maritza definitely can be in touch with you, or your phone number, and give you the updates, because we are working also with the newsletters about what is going on, not only with SBCC, but in the community, and we provide a lot of resources as a community-based organization, but also give you updates about this project.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So, who wants to start?
Pass it around, yeah. All right, So I know that some of you, I'll leave that for open forum. So Supervisor Blake Silvers wasn't able to make it tonight, but he sent a statement and he wanted to talk about the new Wiseburn Sports Complex on 135th and Aviation that has its groundbreaking. If you haven't RSVP'd for the groundbreaking, I suggest that you do. So you get cookies and refreshments when you go there. Ooh, that's right. No cookies if you don't RSVP. But let me read a statement. It's not a very long one, but it'll give you better details about the event and about the plans for when this is going to be completed. It'll be done by December 31st of this year.
Wait. The fields will be done.
So hear it, Harley, hear it out, please. March 13th, 2025. First, apologies for not being able to attend the meeting tonight. He's at a conference. I look forward to joining you the next one, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you may have. Also, feel free to reach out directly at any time at bsilvers@wiseburn.org. Wiseburn Unified School District continues to make steady progress on a range of bond-funded and capital outlay projects aimed at improving our facilities and enhancing the student experience. Among these efforts, one of the most significant developments is the Wiseburn Sports Complex, the newly named athletics facility formerly known as the 135th and Aviation Sports Complex. This facility is set to be a game changer for both student athletes and the broader Wiseburn community. At the board meeting on March 13th, 2025, the Wiseburn Sports Complex was officially named and the final guaranteed maximum price for the project was approved at $12.9 million. Designed by PBK and constructed by Erickson Hall, the facility will feature a state-of-the-art Tenkate synthetic field and a layout tailored to support a variety of sports and recreational activities, Little League baseball, softball, and various soccer configurations. This synthetic field has no infill, and thus none of the small black rubber pellets that usually accompany a turf field. This is a cutting-edge and newer technology, and the district will be the first to boast this type of field at a K-12 facility in the state. Construction crews are mobilizing now, and the project is set to begin on April 1st, 2025, with completion expected by December 31st, 2025. Please join us for the official groundbreaking, which will take place on March 27th at 3:30. I'll send one more reminder about this if you lost it in your email. At or near the entrance to the facility adjacent to Wiseburn Middle School parking lot. So the middle school parking lot, through that entrance is where the groundbreaking will be. Community use and accessibility. As anticipation for the new facility grows, so does the interest in availability for community use. A common question has been whether the complex will be open for drop-in use in the afternoons, evenings, and/or weekends. While the district values community access, the reality is that organized groups, such as Wiseburn Little League, AYSO, and the USA Softball, utilize the facility almost year-round. As a result, the complex is already heavily used during the evenings and weekends. A formal drop-in options for individuals remains challenging due to staffing and liability considerations. However, the district recognizes the value of community access and will continue to explore whether a structured drop-in program is viable in the future. Managing lighting and parking. Beyond accessibility, two important logistical considerations have emerged: lighting management and parking availability. For lighting, Wiseburn Unified School District has yet to set a formal policy, but one will be established in the coming months. The approach will likely mirror the Del Air facility, where field lights are turned off at a reasonable hour, likely around 9 p.m., to minimize disruption to nearby residents while still allowing for robust evening use. Regarding parking, the district has proactively worked to ensure sufficient capacity. The project includes an additional 40 parking spaces on the southwest corner of the complex, and the Wiseburn Middle School parking lot, conveniently located near the entrance, will be available for parking as well. Recognizing the growing need for the high-quality early childhood, Holly Glen and TK expansion, so now this campus. Recognizing the growing need for high-quality early childhood education, Wiseburn Unified School District is moving forward with the Holly Glen Elementary TK is transitional kindergarten, expansion project. With more families seeing developmentally appropriate learning environments for younger students, This project will create dedicated classroom space and upgraded facilities to support Wiseburn's expanding TK program. The expansion, designed by Corkin and led by R. Dependable, began in January 2025 and is expected to be completed by August 2025, just in time for the new school year. The project includes structural enhancements, additional door installations, and minor facility upgrades, ensuring that the learning environment is safe, engaging, and designated to meet unique needs of TK students. By investing in this initiative, Wiseburn Unified School District is reaffirming its commitment to giving the youngest learners a strong start in their educational learning, preparing them for success in kindergarten and beyond. At the core, the project took 7 undersized rooms that serve as a home for our before and after school program and converted them into 4 TK-sized classrooms that meet required dimensions. Other key facility updates. In addition to the Wiseburn Sports Complex, several other projects are advancing. District-wide flooring and ceiling tiles refresh work at Aviation Elementary and Wiseburn Middle School, scheduled for summer 2025. This will include all types of flooring on our campuses and a full replacement of the ceiling tiles. Solar, battery, and storage and EV charging projects. Installations are nearing completion, with final steps expected to be wrapped up by May 31st, 2025. Best, Blake Silvers. I also sit on the Citizens Bond Oversight Committee. So if anybody has any questions about how the bond money is being spent, I invite you to attend some of those meetings. They happen once a quarter on a Thursday. I'll publish the next one, which happens at the Unified School District offices on Douglas, at 201 North Douglas. But those are the updates, and finally, the sports complex is becoming a reality.
The lighted field is so huge for all of our sports organizations, because they have to squish all those games into like daylight and be out there, but this is gonna really help alleviate a lot of congestion. This is great.
And not to make a big deal of the synthetic turf, but we are the only ones in the state that have this type of synthetic turf. So we're going to get a lot of visits from other schools evaluating the turf. I don't know if many of you have played on synthetic turf. They have this infill, this little black dots, right?
That was why we're all against it.
And that is removed with the new type of turf. So it's a state-of-the-art turf. I think we got a discount on the price for being the first field to use it, in like a 10-year guarantee on the turf. So other campuses are going to come. No, first to use it on this side of a property. So it came with guarantees.
Kids are faced in that stuff.
Yeah. So please join us. Show some community support. Join us at the groundbreaking, where they'll give out more details on the project completion. It happens on March 27th at 3:30 p.m. here at the entrance on the middle school for that. Okay. And with that, any questions? I know that some of you have asked, and Derry, I know you a tax receipt. Any of you that need tax receipts for contributions to the watch, I still have you on my list. I'm going to print some out. Worst case, I didn't find. I was a few minutes late to the meeting because I was looking for the receipts. I'm going to print one out for you and give you that in lieu of the actual receipt. So anybody who's missing tax receipts, send me a message, and I can generate a receipt for you in the watch's name as a nonprofit. Okay. Questions? An open forum.
I have 2 things.
Yes, Derry.
A couple months ago, I passed out the Del Air senior programs. They've updated the calendar, so I have a bunch of copies here. And the other thing is, mid to late April, the Wiseburn Library is going to start their seed library, where you can go in, get 3 packets of seeds every time you go there. And if you got seeds that you want to donate to the community, you can drop those off also.
There's no cost for the seeds, guys.
Yeah, their seeds are free.
This library is going to be doing it early April. It's already at profit.
The last thing that I'll leave you is please, anything that you see in the community, a lot of construction going on, right? A lot of ADU work, a lot of remodels, a lot of bad neighbors in terms of dumping toilets, construction materials, dirt. When you see that, report it on the Works app. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Public Works, even if it's not their domain, Public Works owns the contract to UWS, our trash provider, by the way. So so report that things that make the community look ugly, report it on the Works app. They have iPhone and Android and a website available. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Please, anything that you see that makes the community not look nice, report it on there. I'll send links to the app. We've sent it out before. I'll send links to the app. A couple of people emailed and asked, how do I report it? Where's the link to the app? I'll send the links to the app to the list. Anybody else with any questions or for open forum? Yes?
Did you get the potholes in front of your house fixed?
I've reported them, actually. Yes, there was a contractor that did fiber installation, and every day I would keep an eye on them, and they said, no, this is temporary fill, we're not done yet. They were done, and they left the junky infill. So that's been reported. So Public Works is going to come in and have to redo that. And yeah, no, some of those were newly created to lay down the fiber. They made new holes behind the 76, right? Yeah.
So you know what, at the end of this evening, they were looking for a gas leak and they filled two, they filled it with black tar stuff. They said the county would come back.
No, so take a picture of it. Take a picture of it and report it on the Works. The good thing about reporting it on the app is that it gives you a case number, and they only close it when they've actually done the work. So you can keep tabs on it, and it's one good way of keeping track of it. Yeah. Anyone else? All right. 8:02, meeting adjourned. Thank you for joining us. Patrick we weren't live tonight. Patrick will upload the video later on this week or next week. Thank you, Patrick. I don't know. I didn't want to put you on the hook. Tonight. Thank you, everyone.